Don't forget to subscribe, add your comments, and share your memories. If you have any old VHS tapes or even DVD to dispose, let me know. Drop me an email on seaeagle666@gmail.com.
Has come charging out onto the field. Gary Jack at fullback, the same back line who played against Cronulla last Saturday afternoon. Let's see how the combination of Neil and Gale can perform in the half this week. But there's where Balmain have been so successful this year. That mighty back row, coached by Billy Anderson. They're certainly going to give the Roosters plenty of hurry up this afternoon. Vision this year. Let's look at this side who we've read so much about but haven't had the chance to see yet. I'll be certainly interested to see how Hall goes at 5'8", the former Canberra junior, and those two magnificent wingers, Callis and Morris, who have speed to burn. The Eastern Suburbs forwards, a lot will rest on that back row. Tobin, Gilmeister and McGahn, and their particular endurance battle with the Balmain back row. The referee...
Get the ball first, son.
Balmain's ball, Gale. Oh, he thought about throwing that ball out wide towards Hanrahan. Just as well he didn't. Gary Prome was just about to pounce and look for the intercept. And good tackle. Gee. And he's lost the ball. Garrison, even then, they went very close to dropping it again. Elias in a dummy half. That's Neil. And there's Suranen down the centre. Round his legs was Hastings. And he's lost the ball. East have come up with it again. So that's another bad mistake from Balmain. They're giving Eastern Suburbs every chance early on.
Well, I don't know whether they're giving it, David. You've got to give a lot of credit to this Eastern Suburbs tackling. They're really getting involved.
Tasman down the centre. Good tackling from Hemsley. But they're only 14 or 15 metres away. The Roosters, that's going from dummy half. Hall still going. And he's got within about 6 metres of the line. Hastings moves into dummy half. It's been really all East in the opening 15 minutes as the ball comes across from Hastings to McGahn. McGahn, can he get there? He's close, he's there! Try! Easter in front, 4-0!
And boy, don't they deserve it, David. They've been keeping this ball alive, mixing it with some very heavy defence.
Goal.
Well, it would have been foolish to take it there. I think Balmain need to keep the possession, get themselves organised, because they look very nervous.
That's Gale. He's dropped it, but he's managed to regather it. But they're not playing well yet, Balmain. Conlon, Pearce. 10 metres he's into Eastern Suburbs territory. They keep it going the same way through Clark. 30 metres out from the Eastern Suburbs line. Michael Neal, the run round from Elias back to Gale. Oh, he thought about throwing a quick pass. He almost got into the gap. That's Conlon. They've got a chance here, Balmain. The kick for the line. Morris and Hanrahan. Morris will get there first. He's gone without it. It stacks on the mill. Jack's got it. Now it's with Davidson. Davidson trying to get there. He's very close. I don't think he's got there yet. He's half a metre out. Into dummy half. Trying to force his way over as Hanrahan. Eastern Suburbs under siege. Elias. It's with Conlon. Now from Gale back on the inside came Pearce. He's gone without it. It's loose. Balmain have got it again, but it's going to be a knock-on the scrum. They've dropped the ball 8 times, 8 handling errors so far. And that's one of the reasons why Eastern Suburbs are leading, and this will be a penalty against Eastern Suburbs for collapsing the scrum. They'd won that. They had no reason to collapse that scrum. So Balmain get another chance now.
Well, there you can see, well, it's a mess. I spent enough time in there myself to realise what was happening. Well, I've asked you out there sat in your lounge rooms. Did you get the ball in?
So, Balmain with another chance, and Gale's almost slipped them completely. That was pretty close to being passed off the ground. There's Neil away to Conlon. Conlon won't get his pass away. They're 18 metres out now, Balmain. They swing it back this side. Hanrahan's going to be chopped down. He's still about 14 or 15 metres away from that Eastern Suburbs line as Elias goes one way, then the other. Down the centre comes Pearce, and Pearce almost made it all the way. Good last-ditch defence from Portlock. Balmain will come this side as they find Suranen, and Suranen's held up only 2 metres out from the Eastern Suburbs line. Can he hold out into a dummy half again as Elias? Back the open side, it's Gale. On it goes to Hanrahan. His pass finds Pearce, and Pearce is in. They had to score eventually. It's 4-all.
Oh boy, David, we're in for a great game. No two ways about that. Both sides are going to swing this ball about. Time to get into the swing of things. Very impressed with both defences.
Clark on the run round Neil. Sorry, I was about to say Neil went without it. One of the other Balmain players did go without it. It must have been Gale, was it? You might see that again, but you see one of the players down injured. That's Scotty Gale who's down on the ground. No, there's Gale there. There's a player who's down and who's...
I think it might be Elias.
It's Benny Elias who's down, and he's not very well at the moment. Obviously an off-the-ball incident.
Well, let's see if we can see something on the replay. Now, here's the ball spilt out as it goes up. Elias has been off the ball. Well, I think you can see there that Elias did something to somebody, and somebody has squared it.
That's what it is.
Now then.
He is so quick off that he can get back there and fix it up. Now Eastern Suburbs with the ball, and a little half break made there by Hall. Chopped down though, and copybook lock full play by Wayne Pearce, and that's Tobin, Pearce's opposite number.
Well, Hall's shown that he's got a fair amount of ball skills out there, David. And I think they've got to start bringing these wingmen to come off him.
And here's Morris, and Morris is up over the halfway. He's got Gardner chasing. Chalice has come back on the inside, and Gardner's caught Morris from behind and bundled him across the touchline.
I'm very surprised with the way that they've tried to keep the ball alive. This is Balmain within their own quarter.
That's right, that's where they're taking chances.
Now here's McGann, the skipper, trying to get the ball out wide. Spina. And there's the centre, Prome. Not really coming under the ball with much vim. There's Spina, run from the inside. And Balmain are looking a little bit ragged now. They're on the rack. And a good run by the wingman. Oh, he's nearly there. Good play by Morris. Good run from the dummy half position. And he's kicked. And it was desperation. Good play by the wingman. They had the ball.
So the play to...
Here's Portlock taking the ball through. There's quite the wind has dropped. It was quite strong before the game. Now here's a run from the New Zealander Gary Prome. Eastern Suburbs obviously working to try to pull in the defence and then get the ball out wide. Spina on to Melrose, and it's a beautiful pass out to Gilmeister, and Gilmeister's in. That was beautiful football by the Roosters. Good forward play, good constructive football. And it was only really a matter of time.
Balmain would have been running with the wind had it stayed up in the second half, but at the moment that wind has died. And in fact, the flags on top of the uprights are quite limp, especially at the southern end of the ground. So Balmain with the ball. And there's Hanrahan. Hanrahan's faster than my part. He's got no support. He tries the chip, runs into Portlock. I'd say that's what the referee will rule. Or is he? I think that's what he has to rule. Oh, gee, let's have a look at that one again. I'd like to have a look at that one again, Mr.
To these scrums, David. They don't seem to be, well, they're twisting rather than spinning.
And now Neil's got it away. It goes to Gale, and Gale up to the quarter line. Portlock's got him. The pass goes to Conlon. Conlon's got Davidson in support, and good cover defence across there, chops him down. Only about 6 metres out. Jack, it's gone from Neil. Back it goes to Gale, and Gale gets his pass away to Pearce. He almost dropped that, but the Balmain Locks has got within 8 metres of the Eastern Suburbs line. Balmain on the attack. It goes back the other way to Brooks. They've got plenty to move out here. Going hard for the line, Jack, and he's stopped in his tracks. What a tackle that was from Patterson. Oh, you won't see many better hits than that. Hemsley back to Elias. Now it's with Neil. Neil, the little jink prop, thought about throwing the pass out wide, but it was Clark and not a back in support. Elias again. Blindside comes Pearce. Pearce can't get his pass away. Good tackling there from Melrose, and the pass finishes up being popped up, and Hurry Hastings has Johnny on the spot to get it.
Well, there we see again Balmain trying to keep the ball alive when they don't really need to.
And now Tasman making a big break for the Eastern Suburbs Roosters. Portlock, the ball's come out to Hall. Hall up to the halfway, back on the inside. Portlock's gone without it, Stacks on the mill. Hanrahan's got it for Balmain. And the referee, though, is going to put a sportsmanship that that man shows all the time.
Well, let's hope he's okay. He's really went down then.
Pearce, the pass has been intercepted by Prome. That's Patterson. Now it's gone across towards the Eastern Suburbs back. Hall. The pass has gone away to Melrose. Melrose up over the halfway. Melrose down to the quarter line. He can't get the pass away back on the inside to Morris. But Eastern Suburbs are on the attack now. Morris, back it goes to Hall and McGann. McGann will give it to Portlock. And Portlock's got within 11 metres of the Balmain line. Eastern Suburbs charging back at the Tigers. Again, they're going from dummy half as Morris. Morris has got his pass to Portlock. Portlock will send it away. It's out to Tasman, and Tasman's 11 metres away. Portlock back to Spina. Spina on his own. Spina will go close. Spina's in! Try! Great football from Eastern Suburbs. 14 points to 8 to score.
How long can they keep this up, David? Both sides, but full credit to the Roosters. Once again, they keep the ball alive.
Touch it in flight, so even if it had gone over, it would not have been allowed, and play restarting because it last touched the Balmain player before it crossed the dead ball line, and so play restarts with the line dropout. Chalice brings it back. Oh, what a tackle from Pearce. McGann keeps it going onto Hall, and Hall's got within 35 metres again.
Yes, there's been plenty of these, and they don't come any harder from that man, Pearce. Chalice will know about that one.
Macquarie, and he's a through and through Eastern Suburbs supporter, and he'll have a smile from ear to ear as Patterson takes it up. Now there's one of the major reasons why Balmain are behind on the scoreboard. They're just missing too many tackles and dropping too many balls. As Hall gets under an attempted high tackle, Spina out wide again, off the left foot, back it goes to Hastings, on it goes to Prome. They should score. Prome's in! No, double movement, says the referee. Well, did his momentum carry him or not? We'll get a good chance to see it. The referee says so, and so Eastern Suburbs are only 25 metres out from the Balmain line again. Tasman does the little pirouette, thought about throwing the ball to Spina, who'd come a little bit too far onto his right-hand side. He takes the tackle just outside the Balmain quarter line. That's Hastings. Back on the inside comes Gilmeister. He's out of one. Can he get the pass to Tobin? Yes. And Tobin's held up, only 18 metres away. McGann, blindside, finds Hastings. The ball goes to Portlock. Back to Hastings, back to Melrose. On a wide pass, finds Spina, who throws that dummy again. Can't get the pass away to McGann, who was in a gaping big hole. Gee, if he'd put the big fellow in that gap, it would have been curtains for Balmain. Blindside, Portlock, the shot at field goal. That one's there. One more point for the Roosters. Eastern Suburbs in front by 17 points to 8. The field goal kicked by fullback Wayne Portlock. Another one of the major reasons why Eastern Suburbs are in front. Balmain have missed 35 tackles as against East 10. And here come the Tigers coming back though, and this is one man that can change the game so quickly. Scott Gale from dummy half. Neil out wide to Pearce. Pearce, strength, determination. Look at the lock forward go. He's only 9 metres away from the Eastern Suburbs line. Is this going to be the Tigers' revival? It's with Neil. The ball finishes up with Brooks, and he's 10 metres out from the Eastern Suburbs line. Dummy half this time is Elias on his own. Coming down the centre is Sirinen. Sirinen can't get through. Good tackling round the bootlaces from Hastings. Into dummy half, Elias sends it back this side. It goes to Neil, to Conlon. Quick ball to Jack. Jack throws the dummy. Jack goes on his own, but Melrose wraps him up, ball and all. Just out from the Eastern Suburbs line. Now away it comes this time towards Conlon. The loose pass finds Pearce. He kicks it straight across the face of the east goal line. Morris, can he get away from Davidson if he had? It could have been a try.
The worst enemies, haven't they, today?
So Eastern Suburbs now with a chance after that penalty, and they've got the ball and they're down on the Balmain quarter line, so they're going to stretch this lead. The penalties at the moment going Balmain's way 10-6, and there's a good tackle as Brooks has certainly been revived quickly enough. Did you see that tackle? He sent Patterson back a couple of metres as going from dummy half as McGann. McGann, he spun out of one, and the big Kiwi is going to go very close to scoring. He's got within about 4 metres of the line. Patterson keeps it going. It's with Spina. Spina throws the dummy on his own. It goes to Melrose, but the referee's going to call it back for a forward pass.
Well, it was certainly worth the try, and this speed...
Hastings, well, he looks as if he's exhausted too, as Morris gets that ball, but Hastings, he's had a great game, and Morris has managed to get clear. He's up over the halfway. He's down towards the quarter line. Jack giving chase, and Jack's got him. What a tackle. What a run from the little winger. Eastern Suburbs continue it going. That's Hall. It's away to Portlock. Portlock away to Spina, and Spina's chopped down. Only 11 metres away from the Balmain line. It's Hardy into dummy half. They'll continue the same way. No, they go the blind. It's Portlock, and Portlock's tackled only 6 metres out from the Balmain line. Eastern Suburbs right on the boil again, and they go from dummy half through Hardy. He's got the pass back to Melrose. Melrose will score. Melrose is in. That's the ball game. The Roosters are undefeated at the top of the Winfield Cup. It's 21 points to 8.
And they've certainly dispelled all those doubters, believe you me. There's Big Artie. Roosters have kept the ball alive when at least 2 Balmain players have been hanging on to him. And that's been the story of the day, as well as the errors, the fact that the Roosters have kept the ball alive. There it is.
So there's the score. Eastern Suburbs defeating Balmain by 21 points to 8. And Eastern Suburbs well and truly just too strong for the Tigers this afternoon, and so they remain the only undefeated side in the Winfield Cup competition. Balmain suffering their first loss of the 1987 competition. The details of this afternoon's performance: for Balmain, they're 8 points. Pearce, 1 try, and Conlon 2 goals. But for the victors, Eastern Suburbs, the spoils: McGahn, Gilmeister, Spina and Melrose tries. Melrose 2 goals and 2 attempted goals which hit the uprights, and Portlock a field goal. So a good performance from the Eastern Suburbs.